it's Christy, and it's time for your weekly blessing. This is a series in which I go over a Bible verse and tell you a bit what it means to me, and hopefully that it will mean something to you. It will reaffirm something you already know about God or teach you something you didn't know. And then I give you a blessing and hope that all of that helps you in your week to come. So today's verse is Philippians 4:19. And my God will supply all your needs according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus. This is actually one of my memory verses. I love this verse. And the reason I actually originally memorized it is that I was having some anxiety around having my needs met. I had some health anxiety, and when I really thought about it at the time, part of that health anxiety was based on my means to be able to deal with any kind of major illness as far as like financially. And so I went in Bible and looked for verses that were kind of about God's provision. And this was one of the ones that came up. And like I said, I memorized it. And so it's something that now I trust in God that he's always going to provide for my needs. He's going to provide financially. He's going to bless me. Just make sure that I have everything I need to live the life that he wants me to live. He hasn't made me rich, but I am very blessed. You know, I have a home to live in and everything, and I have disposable income. I can buy chocolate. Y'all know I love chocolate. And that's all due to God providing for me. And that is something that he does for us. Everything that we have comes from God, right? Your job you got from skills that you have that God gave to you. All of the things that you're naturally skilled at, God made you that way. And then the things that you have learned in your life, like he helped you to be able to learn those things and to gain those skills. And so even though you may say, well, technically my job provides for me. No, ultimately God provides. Everything you have comes from God. And actually everything you have is God's. He owns it all. And he's allowing you to be a steward of these resources of his. And so it's just something to remember that he will provide. If you're ever kind of nervous about your finances, just, pray, ask God, I'm nervous about this. I feel like I don't have enough. Can you help me out? And another thing I will say, I've talked about this a little bit before, but tithing I think is very important for if you're a Christian. Only if you're not a Christian, don't do it, right? You don't have to do this. But as a Christian, all of us should be tithing, and that is giving 10% of your income back to God. And that is in the Bible, and it's not just Old Testament. Jesus said to do it. And here's the thing, by tithing, you are showing trust in God that you're going to give him back. You're giving him back part of what he's given to you to take care of. And then he will bless the remainder that you keep, that 90% that you keep, he will bless it. And I would rather have a blessed 90% than an unblessed 100%. So something to remember as well, if you are a Christian and you are not tithing, I recommend that you begin tithing. Trust God that he will provide for you, that your tithing, your giving of that 10% will not mean that your needs will not be met. So again, let me just say the verse one more time, Philippians 4:19. And my God will supply all your needs according to his riches and glory by Christ Jesus. I hope this was helpful to you. Like if you've never heard that before, you didn't know about it, hopefully you'll begin to believe that, and maybe it reaffirms something, and then you'll think, you know what? I'm going to remember that. I'm going to be less nervous about what I have. So let me end it as always with a blessing for you. And I always do one from the Bible, Numbers 6:24-26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Bye.